What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? It's not that kind of crowd, is it? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. A little unconventional. We're gonna get to know each other a little bit. All right. Okay. There's a lot of audience participation. I know. I'm sorry. It's not in the program. But if this isn't kind of your thing, if you don't like raising your hand, I mean, there's a door. Sir, no, it was kidding. Okay. All right. Raise your hand if you know the song Lollipop. Awesome. Raise your hand if you would be willing to sing Lollipop right now. Yeah? Okay. You know what? We're going to do it anyways. So just chime in whenever you want. I'm going to lead off. Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop. Oh lolly, 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 lollipop. Okay. You know what? That's enough. You're taking advantage of it now. Who feels closer to their neighbor? I know I do. No? This is also a raise your hand moment. Awesome. Okay, we're getting it. You see, that is the point of Apollo Talent. We are going to try to spread music education throughout DC. That's one of our missions. But we're also going to try to increase the profiles of Georgetown performance groups because music is a passion close to my heart. You know what? I'm going to get into it. Let me paint you a picture. DC Public Schools, 51st in the nation for academic performance. Why? Okay, thanks for asking, sir. Here's the problem. Let's get a look at 2007, 2008 reading proficiency levels. 14%, 12%, 14%, 8%. Not the greatest thing we could ask for. Let's look at something else. You guys know that the SAT came out with that new crazy test that's out of 2,400 now, right? That is out of 2,400, 1,202, right? Shocking. You know what? Let's move ahead to Maryland Public Schools, our neighbor, first in the nation. Take a look at some of their successes. Yes, they have a higher income than we do. However, if you take a look at the top, that is really fuzzy. 72,000 housing, but you still have an above 80% graduation rate. So why? What is the problem? Do you know? Raise your hand if you know. You don't know? Okay. Or you're just not raising your hands. Well, there's a lot of problems. The community, lack of funding. But what I think is the problem is I think there's a lack of music education. Ta-da, music notes, right? Google, images. Howard Gardner, psychologist at Harvard University. He says that music education at an early age facilitates language acquisition, lowers truancy, and enhances social, personal, and cognitive growth. Understandable. A study done by Shaw and Rosher in 1997 also says that music education at an early age improves spatial temporal reasoning. And if that isn't convincing enough, look at that handsome young gentleman. I have been playing piano for 14 years, trombone for 9 years, singing for the entire 18 years, and I've been singing opera. And look at me now, just up here, mildly sweating, and light panic attack. Imagine where I would be if I didn't have music education. Here is Maryland, Maryland Public Schools. All schools have a music education program. The Fine Arts Department is well funded, and last year, 3 of the schools won the Kennedy Center's Distinction for Music Education Award. But then you take a look at DC public schools. 40% of elementary schools do not have any sort of music education. 60% of secondary education does not have music education. And most of their efforts go to sort of meeting the No Child Left Behind Act. So now we get into Apollo Talent, where our mission is to increase the profiles of Georgetown performers and also to spread music education to the DC area. So here are the 2 sectors. We have the for-profit talent agency. I'm going to access the performers of Georgetown, and also the venues who want these performers at their swanky events. These are both untapped, and there's a lot of demand, and I am going to provide a service for them. So let's take a further look. You will get dizzy. Performers. Who do I want? I want a cappella groups. That's Arthur, by the way. I also want university groups, such as the chamber singers. I want jazz combos, which you'll see later tonight, and string quartets. These are sort of like the classic music performance groups that people usually ask for. And then I'm going to take them to venues, especially in Georgetown area. There's a lot of demand for music performance at events. I'm going to target. Wards 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are the high-income areas that we are looking for. We are going to go for Ritz-Carlton Hotel, other hotel chains. We are going to go for Cafe Milano. We have a contract with Epicurean and Company. We're going to go to private clubs, like the Chevy Chase Club. We will go into law offices, weddings, birthday parties. You got to keep going. I mean, I can't list all of those. You would throw up. Apollo Talent. You know what? So what do I need to do? I have these performance groups, and I have these venues that want them. What I would provide is advertising, free advertising services for these performance groups, and also do price negotiation, but I would take 15% of the commission, because I need money too. All right? Let's move on into the social sector. DC Public Schools, I mentioned that, right? What we're going to do is we're going to take Georgetown students, some of them the performers that we hire, some of them not. These are highly educated kids who have been doing music for most of their lives. We're going to take them, we're going to combine them with a nonprofit organization called Chime. They're a nonprofit organization that works with music education in the area. We're going to take them to cute DC Public School kids, right? And we're going to teach them music education with one-on-one tutoring once a week, and we're going to host an end-of-the-year concert at Gaston Hall to show the investors what we've been doing, but also a community event where the family and friends could see them perform. And this is what we're looking for. Google Images. A+, 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 A+. Okay? Guys, this really isn't difficult, all right? If you want more proof that music education is important to the development of a child, you only need to look in a mirror. That is copyrighted. I drew that. Thank you. Raise your hand if you've been involved in music education in some form when you were young. Right? All right. Anybody feel kind of old? Yeah, I do too. It's all right. That is a lot of hands. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you and welcome you to join Apollo Talent and what we are doing. Thank you for your time.